I'm Ashton Addison from BlockQuest Capital for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Don Norbury, Neon's CTO and the head of studio at Shrapnel. I would love for you to kick it off by telling us a little bit about the game studio, Neon, and then we'll dive into the details.
Neon comes from a pedigree of almost entirely AAA game developers, multiple decades. We all kind of met at HBO and realized that we really wanted to do something more interesting together, kind of spun ourselves out into Neon. Everyone's worked on some of the biggest and have leadership roles really in some of the biggest franchises that everybody knows, from the Halos to Sunset Overdrive, Crackdown, Call of Duty, etc. So that's sort of the background that we come from in terms of the game space. Through our expertise in that space, as well as our investigation and exploration of the latest and greatest in blockchain, that's kind of how we came to where we are now with our laser focus on Shrapnel.
It's a type of game I have not seen in the blockchain space yet it's one of the most popular types of games in the world. And I would love for you to just tell people about Shrapnel.
Shrapnel at its core is a AAA extraction-based shooter with a kind of creator side to it that is blockchain enabled. That's a lose your loadout, high-stakes treasure hunting, essentially, but in shooter form, which we thought was kind of a perfect fit for the blockchain space, particularly when you think about ownership principles. We all came from game creation, and even before that, we were, most of us were modding games before we even, got formally into the industry. One of the things we wanted to do is offer people a space for expression that they could identify with. So that's the kind of the other piece, and it plays very nicely into that kind of blockchain participation as well as ownership principles as well. It's in early development, right? We're kind of perfecting what you consider the feel of the shooter and the game mode itself. We want to get the community engaged as early as humanly possible in what we see as merging crypto. The crypto community is very familiar with all of the principles and the way projects are not just like funded but engage with the community, all the way to the gamers who have a very different view of how that works. You might not know about a game until a year before it comes out, and then the kind of 6-month beat, and then the big marketing fill, and then you spend your $60 and you play your retail title. Obviously, this space doesn't make sense for that sort of path. So we will be engaging very, very hot and heavy with as many people as want to get involved as early on, and with an extremely transparent development process.
Moving forward, for when the game comes out, what do you think is going to be the key factor to success for your team leading up to the launch date of the game?
Leading up to the launch date is going to be that crossfade from what we consider, like I said, crypto savvy people into the gamer community. We see a lot of friction and pushback from gamers right now when you talk about blockchain. Just even mention blockchain. A lot of it's understandable. I mean, with anything new, people have to be brought and have explained and understand and have responsible examples for them to get into and for them to identify with. We see a lot of it as our responsibility to deliver that to the gamer community and to bring more and more of them into the fold with what will already be a well-established crypto savvy community. In the gamer space, people want to get in, they want to shoot somebody in the face as quickly as possible, and have a satisfying experience. And we know that we've been building those experiences for decades.